1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. A meeting of the Federal Cabinet chaired by the Prime Minister in Islamabad is discussing the overall political and economic situation of the country. The Interior Minister says the government has planned to explore new tourist spots in a bid to revitalise the tourism industry through modern means of communication. Pakistan and Qatar have agreed to address all outstanding issues pertaining to the development of LNG terminals by the end of this month. The United Nations has urged the international donors to provide immediately $5 billion in aid for Afghanistan to avert a humanitarian catastrophe. And now the news in detail. A meeting of the Federal Cabinet chaired by the Prime Minister Imran Khan is in progress in Islamabad. The meeting is discussing the overall political and economic situation of the country. The Minister for Planning and Development, Asad Omar, has said the government is giving special emphasis to bring improvement in the living standards of the people, especially the deprived segments of the society. He stated this while inaugurating the SR's One Window office in Islamabad today, along with some other cabinet members. He said, "We are moving forward as per the vision of Prime Minister Imran Khan to transform Pakistan into a welfare state on the model of state of Medina." Asad Omar said the inauguration of SR's One Window office will help facilitate the deserving families access all the SR's related facilities under one roof. In his remarks, the Minister for Education, Shafqat Mahmood, said the scope of SR's scholarship program has been expanded to the intermediate level. He said this is a major step which will help boost education, especially that of girls. The Minister for Industries and Production, Khusro Bakhtiar, said SR's ration scheme has been started to provide essential commodities to the deserving families at subsidized rates. In her remarks, the Special Assistant on Poverty Alleviation, Dr. Sania Nishtar, said it is our effort to spread the network of SR's One Window to facilitate the deserving families. The Interior Minister, Sheikh Rashid Ahmed, says the government has planned to explore new tourist spots in a bid to revitalise the tourism industry and project a positive image of the country. Talking to the media in Islamabad, he said record-breaking snowfall occurred after decades in Murray, which created such a challenging situation. He said the government will ensure proper management in future. The minister said the situation in Murray is consistently being monitored. Until this evening, all routes would be cleared. Pakistan and Qatar have agreed to address all outstanding issues pertaining to the development of LNG terminals and finalize the final investment decision by the end of this month. The understanding was reached during video conference between the Minister for Maritime Affairs Sayyid Ali Haider Zaidi and Qatar's Minister of State for Energy Affairs Saad Sharida Al-Kabi today. Minister Al-Kabi, who is also the President and Chief Executive Officer of Qatar Energy, said Qatar Energy fully supports and will be a shareholder in one of the private sector LNG terminals being set up at Port Qasim. Qatar's Minister of State will visit Pakistan at the signing of the implementation agreement. He also reiterated Qatar's support to Pakistan in the LNG sector. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir People's Democratic Party, President Mahbooba Mufti has vowed to continue her struggle for the restoration of Article 370 and 35A of the Constitution, besides a final settlement of the Kashmir dispute. Talking to the media in Srinagar, she said her party will continue the struggle to restore identity and settlement of the Kashmir issue according to the United Nations resolutions for which thousands of people lost their lives. The United Nations has urged the international donors to provide immediately $5 billion American dollars in aid for Afghanistan during this year to avert a humanitarian catastrophe in the war-torn country. Talking to the media in Geneva, the United Nations Aid Chief Martin Griffiths said $4.4 billion American dollars are needed to support 22 million people within Afghanistan, while more than $623 million American dollars are required to help 5.7 million Afghan refugees in the neighboring countries. He warned that without urgent humanitarian aid, distress, deaths, hunger, and further mass displacement would prevail. North Korea fired a suspected ballistic missile from land towards East Sea today. In a statement, South Korea's military said it detected a suspected ballistic missile. The launch was also reported by Japan's Coast Guard, saying the North has fired a ballistic missile-like object. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News.